Hello fellow readers and readeresses. Today you're treated to the view of my kitchen because the light is the best here apparently. We're gonna do a bit of an unboxing. I have received a bunch of packages recently, all of them from Book Depository. I ordered these books during the course of the past few months, and because I live where I live, it's never guaranteed when they're gonna arrive, and I guess they all arrived together or during different periods, and the post office has been stacking them together, and they just dumped them on my door a few days ago. And so because I want to put them on my bookshelves already, I thought I'd film this for your pleasure. Now, because it's been so long since I ordered these, I have no idea what's in any of these packages, and it's gonna be a surprise for all of us. Let's start. We start with The Starless Crown by James Rollins. I don't know what this book is about. I suppose it's either a fantasy or a sci-fi. It's book one in Moonful series, I think. An alliance embarks on a dangerous journey to uncover the secrets of the distant past and save their world in this captivating visionary adventure from New York Times best-selling thriller master James Rollins. Wait, is this a thriller? Okay, so this is an adult science fiction. I saw book two advertised on Instagram by Tor, which is the publishing house, and I really like the cover of book two. So I decided to go for book one because book two isn't out yet, and I think I might have done a good choice based on the synopsis that I just read. I am excited to pick it up eventually. Wow, this feels like pulling out lotto numbers. And book number two is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This book is a historical fiction, I believe, about a young boy who goes to the cemetery of forgotten books with his father, and the story goes from there. It's a book about books, I guess. I am very excited to pick this one up. I've been wanting to read it for a few months now, and I never get to because I didn't have it until this moment. So I think I'm gonna pick it up within the next few days. I think the second book in the series, I already have the second book in the series, and I think the third book in the series is supposed to be somewhere in this stack, if I remember correctly what I ordered, and if they had sent it already. Very excited. Book number three. What? I guess this package has been through a lot. And that is Caliban's War by James S.A. Corey. I think this is book number two in the Expanse series. Yeah, it is book number two. I read Leviathan Wakes a few months ago and loved it, and I'm super excited to pick this one up. It's an adult sci-fi about the solar system as it stands at this moment. It's, I think, first contact with aliens kind of trope. I very much enjoyed it. I think the characters were very interesting. I think the plot lines were very interesting. The authors have a very nice writing style that made reading this somewhat complicated story, it just made it very easy. And a fun fact, Leviathan Wakes review is the first video on my channel. The cats found the boxes, so now it's going to be a lot of noise on the background. I very much enjoyed book one. I am looking forward to picking up book two. And yeah, highly recommend. Book number four. And that is The Book of the New Sun, Volume 1, Shadow and Claw by Gene Wolfe. All I know about this book is that it's a classic sci-fi, part of the Masterworks series, and I like the cover. That is the only reason why I ordered it, and I believe I ordered Volume 2 as well. It's gotta be somewhere in this pile. Book number 5. The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Is that how you pronounce that? Everybody and their mom know about this book. It's been very, very talked about recently on social media especially. I think it's dark academia. I don't know anything about it besides the fact that it was self-published originally and then it got picked up and now we get it by Tor. I am excited to read about it. Again, know absolutely nothing about this book, especially books like that. I prefer to go in Fully Blind. So yeah, excited to see what this is going to be about. Let me know in the comments if you've read it and what are your opinions. I know that there's some mixed feelings on it from the general crowd. Book number 6. Oh my God, look at that. What kind of... This is really frustrating to me when books get delivered that way. And I understand that delivery is a difficult job and it's not always possible to keep things proper. It still irks me though. I'm not blaming anybody. It just irks me. But yeah, okay, so this is volume 2 from the book of The New Sun by Gene Wolfe, Sword and Citadel. It's a nice floppy paperback edition. I very much like Masterwork series and how they're being formatted. I'm excited about reading this one. I just really wish they didn't do this to the cover. And 246, book number 7. It's a big one, I think. All right, this is book number 4 from the Cemetery of Forgotten Books by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, The Labyrinth of the Spirits. Turns out this series has 4 books. I thought there were only 3, but now that I look inside, I can see that this is book number 4, and book number 3 is actually The Prisoner of Heaven, which I don't have, and I don't believe I have ordered, so I guess I'll have to acquire it. But we'll get there when we get there. I still have 2 books to read before that. Very excited still. I really like these covers. They are very simple, I would say, but there's something very stylish about them. Book number 8. We have Fairy Tale by Stephen King. This is, I believe, his most recently published book. It's a fantasy with a young adult character, kind of coming of age story. I know that there is a dog in it. I know that people seem to like it quite a lot. I've heard some criticism as well, but overall I'm very excited to pick it up. I haven't read Stephen King since I was a teenager. I have only read 1 book of his, I believe The Dead Zone, and at the time I was very mind blown by it, and I believe I still would be if I read it right now. And ever since I haven't read any Stephen King for some reason. It's not that I don't want to, I just never do. So I started acquiring some of his books, and I am wondering whether I should start from this one or from somewhere earlier in his works. So let me know. I'm curious to see if you have read Stephen King and if you have any recommendations as to where is the best place to start, especially within the Dark Tower universe. And also I wanted to mention, look at this beautiful cover. I absolutely love it. I think that the color scheme and the style of it as a whole are just gorgeous. Book number 9. This has gotten opened a little bit earlier by accident, so I already know what it is, and that is Abaddon's Gate, book number 3 in the Expanse series by James S.A. Corey. We already saw book number 2 a little bit earlier. Again, adult sci-fi, excited to get to it, but I still have a full book to read before that. And now we have a bigger box. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be what? Book number 2, 4, 8, 10, 11, wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Book number 10 is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I have already read this one, I believe last year, if I'm not mistaken. I absolutely loved it. I think from all the Michael Crichton books I have read so far, this one was my favorite, maybe because I'm associating it with the movie and all the nice feelings I had from it. But nevertheless, I was very surprised recently when I was looking through all of my books and realized I didn't own this one, so I immediately went to fix that, and now I did. I'm looking forward to rereading it again. I think it was such a lovely experience, and I highly recommend it if you haven't read it. There's a lot of discussion on ethical science, like Michael Crichton always likes to do. The characters are very interesting, the story is very interesting. I mean, I don't think I have to sell Jurassic Park to anyone at this point. And then book number 11 is Anne of Green Gables. Now, if you've watched my previous book haul, which if you haven't, you should, I'll link it over here, you know that I already own one version of Anne, which is in a hardback, very nice pocket edition. But this one is for reading because it's a paperback. I prefer to read my books in paperback whenever possible. Also, it's one of my favorite books, so I don't feel bad about owning more than one version of it. And I think this cover is adorable. It just gives me all the childhood feels. And I'm so happy I have it. I'll probably reread it maybe in the spring or maybe in the winter when I need something more sunny and happy. So yeah, I'm very happy with this one. And the last 3 books from this unboxing are going to be from the same series by Ken Liu, The Grace of Kings. I believe this is book number 1. Look at these gorgeous covers. I have absolutely no words to describe how beautiful these books are. And then we have, I don't know the order of the following books, so I'm just gonna go by whatever I catch first. The Wall of Storms. Wall of Storms. Oh, actually, the order of the series is on the back. So book number 2, The Wall of Storms. And then we have book number 3, The Veil Throne. And unfortunately, I don't have book number 4 yet, but I will get it as soon as I can. This is an adult, I believe, fantasy by the author Ken Liu. I have heard it praised by Stephanie from Stephanie's Bookverse, which is one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch. And she absolutely sold me on this series. And when I saw these covers, I was like, you know what, even if it's trash, which I don't believe it will be, I need to own these. And now that I have them, I am very much looking forward to picking this series up and seeing what it's all about. The books are big, but I really don't mind. I'm very, very excited. And so that's it for this unboxing. I believe we have a total of 14 books, if I'm not mistaken. I can still count. And I am very, very excited about all of those. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know if you're excited about reading any of these. I personally definitely am, and I can't wait to put them on my bookshelves and eventually pick them up. And that will do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I wish you all a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Once upon a time, there was a person who wasn't subscribed to my channel, and then they did, and they lived happily ever after. This could be you.